asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80!
On first down, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
11. Hey, gun.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And some room to work. 38 yards on the scamper there. Nothing too fancy there. A simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you're onto something. Right
back to Coleman here on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Here we go.
Throwing on second and 14. Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A very good gain on first down. 9 yards on the dump-off. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
He's coming. Double up. We're going to 53. Under. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Got to do better. Come on, QB. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54, going to 26.
Elliott. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check. Watch the air. He's checking.
On second down now. It's Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Motion.
Prescott from the gun on third. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. They run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go, 54, here we go, 46. Go, get out there. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his man. It's Austin. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Niners' 17-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Go to 54, hey. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Prescott to throw it. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, it's Coleman. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Slam, slam, slam. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 21. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Check 43.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first.
Here we go,
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. He's crashing.
Hey, gun.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
65.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
1, Omaha.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Kill. 47. We're going to 53. Done. 26.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
All day, baby. Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb, 75 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They will run again with Coleman. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
11. Watch twins. Spawns. No. 21.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. I got them. Kill. Watch twins. Under 10. 10. 12. White.
They'll try and run for it. 13 yards there and a Niner first. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert! Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Well, that's complete to Sanders. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team. And they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be, that time, 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on first down. Coleman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
13. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, Alpha.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
A first down throw for Prescott. Completes it to Austin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Go to 54. Hey, 47. Go. Get out there. 26.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
We're going to 53. Watch the safety creep. Rush in.
Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 26 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now a give right side, Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On first down, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And all the way down to the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Check 26, check 26. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Hey, switch gears. Shift.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. So now Garoppolo lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Bennett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
6. going to 54. Why? 26.
On the counter, Elliott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Check 52. 22, check, Palmer. 22, check, Palmer. Check 13. Under crush, under. There we go, kill. Jam. Switch it. 66, bullet, high. Check.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Forbath, the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 35, 49ers nothing.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feed. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's checking. Here we go, 47. Under. 51, 26.
Well, Prescott here to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Slide 8. 51 to mine. Come on, baby. Come on. Hey, kill. 25. Here we go. Go to 54. Line 8. 6-3. 22. Come. Quick dance. Come. Say. Sweat. 26.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's just me. Here we go, 46. Check 31. Check. Here we go, going to 54. Line 8. Here we go, 47. Orbit. Go. Get 26.
To throw is Prescott. That's complete to Kyle. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense.